Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, this is not the world's biggest buffet in front of me. I wanted to do a little grocery haul because I figured folks liked some of my more health and fitness related videos, those two that I have put out there. So I wanted to show you guys sort of what goes into my body, at least food wise, during the week. And this was a perfect opportunity to do so. Just hit up Aldi. It's currently Saturday and I was out of a lot of different things, so you guys will truly see what like a full restock, what I eat throughout the week looks like. Now I have the receipt here. Wait, I can pull it up and show you guys everything. Well, not everything on this table, I'll get to that in a minute, but everything I bought today was under $100. It was $90.29 in freedom units, that is. But yeah, big grocery haul, as you can see, prioritizing majority, good proteins and produce, good source of carbs. We got some bullshit down here. We'll get to that. 80-20 rule, guys, remember? So yeah, I don't really know where to start. It's making me hungry, so let's dive into it. I sort of laid it out in some sort of way that made sense in my brain, so let's just get into it. So we'll start off first. I don't know why the almond milk's over here. I guess it doesn't make that much sense, but I got 2 things of this unsweetened almond milk. These are great for protein shakes. I use them to make my Ninja Creamies a lot of the time, actually all the time. I will go through at least one of these a week. More like 1.5 to 2 of these a week, so I had to restock. Have one in my fridge already. I need to make my Ninja Creamy bases for the week. So yeah, good, low calorie, good volume in my Ninja Creamies. We'll move over now to the protein sources. This is where it can get a little interesting. My main protein sources that I like to eat are eggs, chicken, beef, sometimes pork. And so yeah, got a dozen eggs. They were cheaper, well, in this day and age, cheaper, meaning $4.50. So got a dozen eggs there. I got 2 packs of this grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef, 93.7. If you guys watched either of my full day eating videos, that's the beef I was eating there. Here I was feeling a little fiesta vibes, so I got this. I used to get these all the time, and I haven't got these in a while. This is this Carnitas seasoned pork roast. Insane macros, 150 calories per 4 ounces, 19 grams of protein, and even better price. It's $2.40 a pound, like pre-seasoned. It's raw, so don't eat it now. You gotta cook it. With $2.40 a pound, so I got this 2.5 pound pork roast pre-seasoned for like $6, which is incredible. An even better deal, which I didn't know they were doing until I got there. I normally buy chicken thighs. I think they taste better. Now they're a little bit more expensive. Not a whole lot more, but I saw they had these family pack chicken breast packs. You see that big red sticker, 50% off chicken breast. I probably should have gotten 2 and frozen another one, but whatever, I don't have that much freezer space. So I got basically 5 pounds of chicken for $6. Insane deal right there, guys. Shop at Aldi. It'll save you more than just your sanity, also your wallet. So yeah, protein sources done and dusted. We'll move on to the produce. Right when you walk into Aldi, that's sort of where you start out with, so put your best foot forward there. We'll start here. I got some bell peppers. These are good. Make them in stir fries, eat them raw. Yeah, basically however you like, with some hummus, some tzatziki. They're amazing. Spinach. I like to cook this down in some of my meals. Sometimes I'll make some salads with it. It goes bad pretty fast, I've noticed, so eat it quick after you open it. these little mini cucumbers, which are cute, more than just for show, and more than just for making me feel better about myself as well. Tasty as well. Got some fruit back here. Oh shit. Got a bag of oranges. Got a bag of Gala apples because they're the cheapest ones, and I don't mind how they taste. That's what she said. Anywho, got some mushrooms. I splurged. I went for the pre-sliced mushrooms. 10 cents more a box. Holler at your boy. And then I got some bananas here. I usually eat these pre-workout. Good source of fast digesting carbs before a workout. Yeah, and gives me a little bit more practice for my evening side hustles. Let's see. This was sort of a hybrid produce, or whatever. I'm trying this guacamole. I figured with the carnitas pork roast, it would make some pretty bomb tacos. So I got this pineapple poblano guacamole. Guys, eat your pineapple. If you know, you know. Your significant other will thank you. And yeah, that's it for the produce section. If you've noticed, that sort of takes up, I'd say 70% of what I eat, the proteins in the produce, and like the good carbs. We'll get into the carbs later. Obviously there's room for some nonsense down at the end of the road. But yeah, transitioning into carbs, I didn't buy this time because it's massive, and I had it before. My girlfriend bought this for me about a week ago, but these are good for overnight oats, which I make. I also didn't buy these this time because I had a giant bag of them, but these yellow potatoes I like to make in the air fryer, a little bit of oil, ton of seasoning. So good. Re-upped on my carb counter tortillas. These ones aren't as good as like the name brand ones, obviously. Well, I guess not obviously, but they're good. They make really good quesadillas. Basically, these, to me, they have like this like hidden sweetness that I do not desire in a tortilla. But they're really good if you cook them up. So think quesadillas. I guess that's the only way you cook a tortilla. But yeah, basically, I don't eat them like cold. I'll make quesadillas with them, so on and so forth. Had to re-up my rice. I don't buy a 5-pound bag of rice every week, but here we are. Yeah, 5 pounds of jasmine rice I think was like $4.50, so not too shabby. And now we're getting into, I guess last thing here. I like this chicken bone broth. Sometimes in my meals, mainly like the ground beef meals, if I saute up some veggies like mushrooms, peppers, onions, with some ground beef and rice, I'll add a little bit of this bone broth and mix it up in before I eat it. It sort of makes everything a bit more lubricated. If you saw my video, my full day of eating video, I did that there. I guess said something to the effect of like everything's better when it's a little bit wetter, and that's where this comes into play. We'll move him over. And yeah, and now we're getting into some of the fun stuff. So picked up these. I don't buy these every week. I actually haven't bought these in 6 months. These are pork rinds. They're hot and spicy. I think I need some of that in my life. But macros are not terrible. Per serving, 80 calories, 7 grams of protein. And there's 10 servings in this bag. So this will probably, I don't know, I may munch on these over the next 2 weeks or so. I don't have them every day, but if I want, something to snack on, these aren't the worst thing in the world to have. Speaking of the worst thing in the world, I got these protein puffs, the Aldi brand protein puffs. I got a jalapeno cheddar and a regular cheddar one. Macros on these are absolutely, extraterrestrial. Per bag, 220 calories, 42 grams of protein. I don't know if you can see that. There's not a single nanogram of organic matter in these. These are purely for reaching goals. if I have a, if I'm down on protein, these come in clutch. They do not taste good almost at all. You have to be in the right mindset to eat these. Hence why I only got 2 bags of them, because it's few and far between where something like this comes into play. But yeah, these are just that. We'll call them puzzle pieces to help fit the diet at the end of the day. Also, at the end of the day, it's not that serious. So sometimes I don't eat them, sometimes I do. I like to have a couple on hand just to make the better option if I want something, I don't know, to snack on. They're no Cheetos by any means. Sometimes if you're craving Chester the Cheetah, you pick these up. They're like his little crackhead cousin. Not the best. And then last in this snack area, these ones actually are amazing. These are milk chocolate peanut butter cups, the Aldi brand. If you have not had these, literally sprint, set your mile PR time to Aldi and get these. They are so good. I almost didn't buy them because I'm surprised they even made it this long, but I like these in my Ninja Creamies. I would usually just buy like Reese's brand peanut butter cups, but I forgot about these. I guess I blocked them out of my memory. Too many nights where I housed an entire bag of those in one sitting with no regrets. So I may need to keep these in my locked safe or some shit and only use these for Ninja Creamies. It's worse off that they're not opened, they're unwrapped. There's no like, I don't know, those little like panty liners that come on them. So yeah, you can literally just hand to mouth eat these with nothing slowing you down. So you gotta be careful with those. And now into some, we'll call it housekeeping items. Coffee, first and foremost. I make cold brew with this every day. Well, I don't make cold brew every day, but I have cold brew every day. I like the breakfast blend, Aldi brand. It's cheap, it gets the job done. And then I have a pack of these sparkling lime waters, which are good. And then Poverty Diet Coke, Summit Diet Cola, it's Aldi brand. I don't go through either of these in a week. Like I said, these will probably last me 2 or 3 weeks. But I was out of both, so needed to get both as a result. And got some pepper. My pepper grinder sucks, and I saw on Reddit that Aldi has good pepper, so picked this up. This was $2. It's a glass pepper grinder. It's pretty good. And then got some paper towels as well. Finally at a point in my life where I can afford paper towels. God is good. So yeah, there you go. I don't use a whole lot of paper towels. Most of the time I use dish towels. I'd say a roll of paper towels probably lasts me a month. So I will be set for a while with these. And yeah, that about does it. Like I said, $90, basically even for everything minus the oats and the potatoes. With the oats and the potatoes, it probably would have been still under $100, which is awesome. And yeah, that's just a bit about what I eat throughout the week. I'll make various meal. I don't necessarily meal prep per se. I guess I'll prep like some protein in bulk, like chicken. I'll make some Mediterranean spiced chicken and just have it in the fridge. That way I can, in a pinch, I can make, I can make wraps, I can make bowls, I can do whatever. I can eat it raw, like a cave, or not raw, cooked, but plain, like a caveman. Things like that. So I'll get some bulk prepper protein, and then when it comes to mealtime, I'll spice it up with whatever I'm feeling like. So yeah, prioritizing mainly whole foods, high protein. That about does it. Let me know if you like these type of videos. This was, basically everything that I will consume, like I said, nutrition wise this week. And yeah, that about does it. I think this will come out on Sunday, perfect for meal prep day, grocery shopping day. So maybe I'll give you some ideas on what to pick up for your week. If you celebrate it as well, happy Easter. Posting this on Easter Sunday, if I am not mistaken. Video cut out there. I was just wrapping things up. If you're new here, consider subscribing, give it a like if you like it and things of that nature. Appreciate you watching up until this point. Maybe this gives you some ideas, like I was saying, for your own grocery haul. Let me know if you've had any of these, we'll call them rare finds at Aldi's, the peanut butter cups, the protein puffs, things like that. And yeah, hope you have a great rest of your day, a great week, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out, guys.